Guys, I'm about to be the world first Tears of Gothics sailing XP gainer. This is about to give me massive XP. I might do 99 sailing just off Tears of Gothics. Sailing is my lowest skill by a lot. Not even close. I'm 52 sailing. Right here. Nice. We're getting a new high score here. It's gonna come down to the wire. Brother, what is happening? I just threw. Diabetical. All right, how much XP did I get? 12,000 sailing. Oh, level 53. Let's go. That was a massive juicer drop. 12,000 sailing XP, guys. I just gained almost a full level right there. That would have been 2 hours of salvaging for me. That was like 2 hours of salvaging that I just saved in 1 minute of Gothics. Huge. It looks like we'll be doing sailing once a week from now on, guys. For the time you actually spent interacting with Tears of Gothics, the XP. Yeah, I mean, I got 800k an hour right there. That's pretty good. Nerf Tears of Gothics. It's too much XP. Oh, man. And 53 is what you need to do a trial, I think. Like a medium trial or something like that. Not bad, my friends. Not bad. Let's go ahead and head out. I got another Zenite to get. Gotta build a little loadout. Check out World 302 Falador. It's a rare once in a blue moon experience. What are they doing? Protesting? Is this where the protesters go? Anytime there's a freaking... Oh shit, I'm in. All right, let's see. Let's see what people are saying over here. Game completely broken. Okay, that's the first thing I read. People have got the cannons out. And you nerf salvaging the only thing that worked? Oh my god. Respect the paying costumers. I like how he spelled customers there. This is great. No poll to nerf sailing? Dude, they didn't even poll this. Unbelievable. Okay, guys. This is my first RuneScape protest. I'm new here, guys. Yo, I'm new here. How does this work? Let's see if there's anybody who's willing to coach me through this. Looking for one protest coach. I need someone to teach me what's going on here. Why are you protesting? Sail bad now. Remove sailing. We pay, we say, give us back our AFK. Make sailing great again. Damn. Unsub. This guy unsubbed. Do you think he really did? Or is he just saying that? Nah, he didn't unsub. You never quit. You only take breaks. Sard is joining the riot. I'm learning how to riot, guys. This is my first time learning how it's done. I'm just here kind of here peeping the vibes type shit. This is an upgraded cannon. This is a cannon with an ornament kit. That thing looks like a juicer. We pay, you betray, we demand communication and polls. Bring back polling. Unpolled change equals RS3. Okay, guys. All right. Tears of Gothics to 99. That's how I'm doing it. Tears of Gothics is the fastest XP and XP lamps. Tears of Falador. This is my first Falador riot. Everyone over here is malding. Good work, guys. I think they're gonna change it back. Good shit, boys. Yeah, I think we did what we had to do here. We definitely got them. They're not... Jagex not gonna be able to handle all this. They're not gonna be able to handle it. They're gonna have to revert it. I mean, there's at least 100 of us here making noise. Why are we protesting? I don't know. I'm just protesting to protest. I don't really know if the changes are bad or good, but I'm here. And you know, that's what matters. 90% of life is just showing up. Think about it. Think about that. All right. These people crying are the same ones who say there should be no dry protection anywhere. The only people that think of the changes are good already took advantage of it. Now you experience your first Falador riot. You're losing good XP. I've kind of realized it's okay to sometimes waste XP. Cause like, if you're worried about XP waste all the time, every day, you can kind of get burnt out. I consistently find myself just like, I'll be laying in bed in the morning and I'm like, shoot, I need to get up and go blow glass. And now I'm like, why don't I just chill for like 10 minutes? You know what I mean? I know it's casual behavior, but a casual that's playing the game will get more XP than someone who's degenning the game and eventually burns out. That's the way I look at it now. So I'm chilling. I was too worried about it. I was so worried about it when I first started playing. Like I had to play night and day and get to everything quick and it was all a race. And now I'm just vibing with the game. Whatever happens, happens. That being said, we are going to head over to some DGs. And I did save some pretty dope videos today that we can kind of look at. Savix, okay, yeah. So we have some good shit today to look over. What is this demonic gorilla setup? This is terrible. That is not what I'm using. That is an old one. That had a ladle on it. That is not it. Configure this for high alks. Give me a seed pod. I'll take a dueling ring. And then we're gonna go with like 5 prayer pots. Lego, boys. We finally got the Ash Sank. They better buff it before next Wednesday. Why? Is that when you're gonna start going back and doing more salvaging? All right, let me get completely locked in, dialed in, figured out how the what is this thing? Ash Sanctifier works. Let's see how this thing works. Let's see it in action. Does it automatically pick it up for you? Is the question. It does. Holy crap, I'm smoking these things. I'm like two-shotting these. Past their threshold now. Okay, there it is. It worked. The Ash Sanctifier worked. It automatically buried the Ash for me. If I was using the Dragon Bone necklace, would it give me plus prayer if I was using the Dragon Bone? Or is that only for Bone Crusher? That could have been some tech. That could have been some tech right there, but unfortunately it is not. You should use my Supreme Dragon Bone. What? It does give good prayer bonus still though? It gives a good prayer bonus. You mean when you bury the ashes? Any dragon send me badges in the chat? Okay. 30k for a rune chain? Yo, we take that. We absolutely take that every single time. Chat, I've been trying to convince Ivy to quit being a scary cat and get her ass in the Inferno. In the Inferno. I think that some people are scared to start the Inferno. And life is a lot of people in life are scared to fail. And I think that they should flip the script on that, and you should look forward to failing. You should look forward to it, because failure means you're trying. And a lot of people don't even try. And then when you're trying and you're actively getting better, then you are winning. You are beating life. If you have failed, that means you are beating life. So get out there and fail as many times as possible and look forward to it. Take chances, and you will not live a life of regret. You will live a full, fulfilled life knowing that you tried. I'm already failing enough in RuneScape. Okay, I think you're doing fine. Just don't pull a Sard and make sure you pre-craft 100k blood runes. There are some things, yeah, okay. First off, I was not prepared for the Inferno grind. 2 hours of blood runes, 2 hours of CG every single day. That was what mentally almost broke me, but we got through it. Rip Bodhi. Chat, why are we saying Rip Bodhi? Did his hardcore Ironman die? His 5th quitting stream of the month. Oh, he has a Savix impersonator? Somebody's streaming underneath his name again? Is that what's going on? Scam stream. Okay, he's got a scam stream going on. Those dang scammers. Midbeast, a League streamer, got scammed by a Bodhi quitting stream. Is anybody in the chat actually falling for those? Have you actually fallen for a I'm quitting stream from a popular streamer and you gave them some money? I mean, it's very easy to tell. They have like some weird number in their name or something and they have no followers. How does that work on literally anyone? I still don't understand. There's no way you're actually falling for that. There's a reason they've been doing it for a decade. I mean, apparently it works. It's like the same thing that, like those, well, the Craigslist scams are a different thing, but you guys have Craigslist in like UK and Australia? Y'all know what that is? No? Okay. It's like a website where you could sell something that you have in your house and you just post it on there. It's like Yellow Pages. It basically replaced the Yellow Pages essentially, but you can also, it's also a marketplace. It's like Facebook Marketplace. Well, you don't need Facebook. We have that in America. It's a pretty big thing. A lot of people sell stuff on Craigslist. But basically, there's like a lot of Craigslist scams and a lot of people that are like, yo, we need your help. You can free the Prince of Nigeria. He's been captured. You can help free him for 10k. And if you help out, you know, he can reward you handsomely. Some weird stuff like that. That's like a classic one. There's a Nigerian prince and he needs to be saved. If you're the one to help, his family will reward you handsomely in return. Some people fall for that. It's basically Prince Ali Rescue IRL, and you get a quest reward at the end. Some people are trying to fish people with IRL quests. Might work on a RuneScape player, actually. Didn't think about that. You gotta beat Bowser and save Princess Peach? Absolutely. I have killed 826 demonic gorillas. We are farming. Goodness gracious. Why don't we do Will I get a Zenite? This task. That is 105. Will I get another Zenite by 930-ish? By the way, I did mine the amount of sand that I needed to mine so that I could hit the required minimum to craft myself. I need to get to 92. No, I need to get to 90 and then boost to 95. And then I can make the Zenite bracelet. I don't know what it's called. Tortured bracelet? Tormented bracelet. That's what I'm working on. That's what I'm working on. I think I might have enough for it tomorrow, but even then I would still have to +5 boost. Dude, the crafting grind on the Iron Boys is it's a brutal one, man. Is there any worse grind on an Iron than the crafting for like power upgrades? Dragon Warhammer 90 herb is easier. That's just passive. I mean, it is walled by time and contracts and stuff like that. But as far as a grind that you could just do, I feel like the crafting grind on an Iron is pretty brutal. It's definitely one of the grinds of an Iron Man that's almost required, right? It's up there. 90 rune crafting is pretty rough. Getting, like, once you have a torture, dude, 98 crafting, that's pretty crazy, which is 93 minimum. I'm about halfway there-ish. Maybe a little over halfway there. I'm port crafting on my UIM, level 88, burning out so hard. Damn. AFK 200 mining from stars. Get 99 craft from cutting gems. Easy peasy. There's no shot you're doing 200 million mining. That is ridiculous. I didn't realize how slow star mining was. I did star mining for an entire day, like 12 hours, didn't gain a level. The one thing that is good about mining sand or leveling crafting and using the sand method is how much mining XP you get from it. That is the one thing that's kind of good. You get a lot of passive mining XP. Like, I haven't really actively leveled mining, but because I did 50,000, 60,000 sand, my mining XP leveled up. So I'm like 79 mining right now, and I haven't even really targeted it. It's been all kind of... It's like passive XP gains while you're going for a different XP, you know? Which I don't mind that as much. We were at the board game night last night. Of course, it's a bunch of streamers, you know, that I hang out with here in the Austin, Texas area. And we were all talking, like, there's like a big thing about view botting going around, which is interesting to me. Might not be interesting to you, but... we're talking about how many people have been getting like caught with view bots, and like there's this new software out. And to be honest, like Twitch hasn't really done anything or like made a statement that they're going to be cracking down on it. And there really isn't any negatives of view botting right now if you're a streamer. Like, it's all positives. All it does is help. You make more money from sponsors. You get higher clicks because people see you have a higher view count. And it's a bit of a problem because, you know, Twitch is not banning people for doing it. And so if you're doing something that's against TOS, but they're not enforcing it, and all it does is help you, isn't that just teaching people to do it? And so it's not like, it's kind of like they need to do something about it or ban these accounts that have the bots, or people are just going to keep doing it because they're not being taught to like stop. And it's benefiting them. And even the people at the top are doing it. Even the big guys, people were saying that Emeru and Miskiff and people are getting caught with a lot of bots, and they don't know if their channel is doing it, if it's an OTK thing, if it's a sponsor thing. FaZe Clan kind of got caught doing it. And I don't know what they're going to do to stop it necessarily, but I would like it to stop. But a lot of times what people will do is, you know, they'll have like 1,000 viewers and they'll bump their viewership to like another 1,000. And so they just kind of keep it around 2K. And there's a lot of benefit of doing that. And so I'm kind of hoping that we have this whole in video games and in streaming. I'm hoping that we have a bot revolution soon. And I'm hoping that everyone just like starts fighting back against the war on botting, because I feel like it's just getting out of control in every industry. Bots are starting to take over. And now with AI, it's like, yeah, I feel like it is going to get worse. The bot revolution is happening. We're in the middle of it. And yeah, it just keeps getting worse because it's profitable and there's no legal consequence for botting. And I feel like that needs to change. I feel like if you get caught botting, you're going to need to start doing jail time. And in every country, we need to like maybe push for that. Or something. Something has to change. Because why wouldn't you do it if you profit and it's not illegal? Like, how do we stop it? And I have no answer. Could be seen as some kind of fraud. Maybe, yeah. You can't stop it. That's the scary part, is I don't think you can. That's like when I told you guys I was watching all this stuff about, you know, AI taking over everything. It's so funny to kind of just go down that it's kind of fun to just go down that rabbit hole and see what people are saying about it and how AI could, how things could be in the future. And I'm a big, like, I love, like, doomsday and apocalyptic style movies, so it's fun to, for me to go down that rabbit hole sometimes, but I don't have any solid solutions on how to fix it. I just, was pointing it out. One for rabbits. Would help if Twitch actually cracked down, but they refuse to do so. Yeah, maybe they will soon. You know, maybe they will soon. I think that there are some people that are being botted that don't know why they're being botted too. There are some streamers that get targeted for that. I've been botted a couple times. Or like some days I'll just randomly have like 5,000 viewers. I'm like, what's going on? But that was back in OnlyFans. People were targeting certain streamers and just botting them with like 5,000 viewers. And you would just, it would be instant too. You'd just be at like 500 viewers and it would go boom, 5,000. And so it was very obvious to know when you were being targeted by one of those. And so it's not always the streamer that's doing it, but it is a bit more sus if the streamer is doing it every single day. Like who would bot somebody every single day for like a year or two straight? And that to me is like when it's pretty sus. Definitely could be a simp, you know? Could definitely be that. Oh my god, I'm so dead. Actually, I'm gonna get out of here. This is not worth. I have no food. Go to Farrak. That was close. Yo, sorry, are you feeling any better about Ironman now that Inferno is done? I'm definitely feeling better about... Yes. I'm definitely feeling better about Ironman. Inferno... JPC said this, but he said Inferno was the first time in the game where he felt like de-ironing, or where a lot of Ironmen feel like de-ironing. It's like a normal wall to hit for an Ironman. But after that, you don't... Now I can prepare, so I don't hit another wall again. Like I said, I don't mind preparing for something, but if I go into it and then I hit that wall, then it's kind of a bit more demoralizing. So I want to avoid that feeling again by just over preparing in advance. I felt like de-ironing when I went dry on the yellow beads. Okay, that is a bit harsh, but I could definitely relate to that. I could definitely relate to the yellow bead situation. Yo, Laxus. Thank you for gifting that sub to Maddie Z. Most other places help replace supplies in some way. Inferno is just a pure drain. Yes, it is. But once you get the cape, you're good to go. So my dad came over. Guys, my dad, he just recently got like a cell phone a few years ago. You know, he's kind of off the grid. And the only reason he has one, because he has to have it for work. I mean, he always had a cell phone, but like he used to have like a flip. I've been trying to explain to him what Twitch streaming is and how it makes money and stuff like that, and why people watch, and he was kind of interested in it, but I could tell he wasn't really getting it. But it was difficult to try and explain what I do to somebody that was, you know, that's in the actual, you know, boomer generation. He didn't really understand very much about what exactly it was I was doing. And so I was trying to explain to him, like, so what I do is basically like a radio show, and it's a radio show that people listen to and they watch. And so I was trying to explain to him in a term he could understand, and I'm like, Twitch streaming is kind of like a radio talk show, but people watch it, so it's like a visual. It's like you can watch a radio show of somebody talking, and he's kind of just doing something. He could be doing nothing, or he could be like playing a game, but it's basically like a podcast or a talk show. And that's kind of like That's kind of like what it is. But what I do on my talk show, if you will, is I play a video game, and most people that watch are also playing that video game at the same time. Or they're at work wishing they were able to play the video game, but they can't because they're at work. And he kind of understood that. That's kind of like what was going on. And once he understood that, and he was like, okay. And he's like, okay, well, like, how does that, you have people watching you. And he's like, how do you make money? And I'm like, well, people can't, I basically make money through ads. You know, those people have to watch ads 3 times an hour. If they want to watch the channel for free, they can also subscribe to a service to my channel, and then they don't have to watch ads. Or they can have a subscription service, which gives them no ads on every channel, but they have to pay for the turbo service from Twitch, which is a subscription. It's like, you know, when you watch Netflix, how you can pay more money to have Netflix without ads? It's kind of like that. And I think he kind of understood that. And it's like, now also a multi-stream. So I'm doing that on 3 different websites. So you kind of get ad revenue from all 3 websites, except Kick is different. Kick, I don't know if Kick runs ads, but Kick will pay streamers hourly if they're a partner, which is totally like new to me. And this concept of like making an hourly wage just to be live is something that only Kick does. And they'll pay you the same hourly no matter how many viewers you have. And that was kind of like their marketing of trying to get people to come over, is like, why are you guys streaming for free? And Kick was kind of using this as a way to try to like get streamers to come over there. Like, and a lot of Kick streamers were like, why are you streaming on Twitch? You're just streaming for free over there. You should come to Kick. You get paid for, you know, viewership, and you get paid for hourly. And so I think that was their strategy, to their marketing, to try and get streamers to swap over, which is a pretty good, I think it's a pretty cool idea. Maybe Kick will take off a little bit more in the future, but that's why Kick was signing a bunch of like RuneScape players to go over and play RuneScape on Kick, which is where Bodhi and Odablock, I believe, took one of those deals. And you saw like XQC and Aiden Ross got like $100 million deal. Most of it was in gambling money. But a lot of them got those massive deals to go over. And I was trying to explain to him a lot of this stuff. And it was tough. It was tough to kind of to tell him, you know, what I was doing. Also, I was like, also, I'll make videos for YouTube. So it's not just the subs, the advertising revenue, the people that pay for Twitch Turbo, but it's also like multi-streaming, and it's making videos for YouTube. And then I was like, it's also not just that. You know, you get paid for views on YouTube, but you also make money from sponsors, which I don't get very many sponsors. But sponsors is where you make a lot of your money, especially if you have a lot of viewers. Soda Poppin said he makes about it's like 1,000. If you have 10,000 viewers, you make $10,000 an hour for a sponsor, which is insane to me, that he could make more money in an hour than some people make in a month. Which, that is like, that is just so crazy. Once you get to 10,000 viewers, you are absolutely a millionaire. Like, how can you not be making that kind of money? Most people don't even make that in a month. He's doing that in an hour to like play a game or something. That is crazy money, guys. And that's like not even, that's just from the sponsor. You're still making subs and ad revenue, plus multi-streaming is out. Plus, you know, you have editors and stuff that are posting YouTube videos for you. Keep in mind, this is the top 1%. This is the less than 1% of the platform make this kind of money. But once you get up there, it is crazy money. It scales crazy. And yeah, I was trying to teach my dad about all that a couple weekends ago, and it was interesting to try and explain it to somebody who doesn't even know that this world exists. There's money to be made everywhere in the world, I guess, but I had a good time with my dad trying to explain that to him. He was better off not knowing it exists. Don't worry, guys. I don't think he's ever coming back to this world. I think he's happy over there in his world. I think he does like medical sales, high profile medical sales. I call it the wine and dine salesman, but I feel like maybe girls do more of the wine and dine that are in that industry. My dad's more of like the go golf with the guy and then sell him a couple $1 million deal. Client relations, yeah. Does anybody in the chat, you play golf with people for a living and then you guys sign a deal? That's kind of what you do. Or you set up a meeting with somebody and you guys go do something and then afterwards you like sign a deal. I don't know if that seems like a pretty good life. I'm not gonna lie. Go meet with somebody, talk biz with them, hang out, get to know them a bit, and then sell them $1 million deal. Bro just described Tony Soprano. I mean, kind of, yeah, but it was more for, that was more for illegal activity. Whereas this one would be a bit more legal, you know? Sounds like a scammer to me. I guess it could be. Oh, another thing that I haven't done yet that streamers make a lot of money from is merch. I haven't even dabbled in that side of things yet. Maybe we'll get some merch one day, but I don't have any good ideas for merch. That's the problem. I'm not like good at designing stuff. You should sell shampoo. I don't think anybody's buying shampoo from a bald guy. Okay? First and foremost. 868 gorillas. We have 2 Zenites. So technically we're actually still on rate a bit here. But I need to get one more. If I were to get one more Zenite in the next 30 kills, we would be on rate now. That wouldn't be bad. I think a trip to Turkey is worth if I ever have to go down that road. It's a lot of money to get a hair transplant. Most of the time it doesn't look good. And then it's just not there yet, guys. It's just not there yet, in my opinion.
Collection logs.
Oh, I got a heavy ballista. Guys, I have a full heavy ballista. Let's go. Should I craft it? Oh my goodness, we have a spec for tormented demons now. How do I craft this thing? That thing's pretty poggers, isn't it? 1 ballista spring, ballista limbs, and a tail. All right, boys. Nothing happens. Incomplete heavy ballista. Boom! Chat, what do we think? Oh, look at that big boy. That's a thick boy. How do I make rune javelins? I have dragon javelins and rune javelins. 77 fletching. So I would have to pie boost. How do you pie boost for fletching? Is there a pie boost for fletch? Dragon fruit pie. Here it is. I can make a bunch right now. Okay, check this out. Let's make a bunch of rune jabs. I'm going to restore this. Okay, we're going to do that. Go, 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 go. Craft. We can make 2,000 rune jabs. Look at this thing. This thing looks badass. Do you load these in? It's like an ammo slot. I'm going to try to make 2,000 of these right now. Killing all these DGs gave me a ton of javelins. Chat, this is pretty good fletching XP. Let me see what the fletch XP is from this. From making javelins. Wow, it's over 250k an hour. It's over 250k an hour. It's over 400k an hour. It's over 450k an hour. It's over 500. It's over 550k an hour. Oh my god. All right, it's topping at 550. It topped out. 550k an hour is crazy. This is insane. Boosting again. I'm about to get a fletching level. Done. Fletching 75. Hype. Oh, this thing looks so cool. Look at it, dude. It's so funny running around with this thing. Bro, it looks like I'm carrying a bunch of dishes. Hey, hold on, I'm coming. Hey, no. Put me in the front line. Put me in the front line. Oh, now. Hot order. Plate 47, table 47. Nice. I can't believe I got all the stuff for a heavy ballista. That's pretty rare to get every single piece of a heavy ballista, right? For an Ironman. Pretty friggin' rare, I think. 500,000 XP an hour is ridiculous, by the way. Did they just want fletching to be insanely fast like that? Guys, I was at the grocery store today, and I've been, you know, I hit the same grocery store, you know, every week, and I've been seeing this pie at the grocery store, and I've been eyeing it every week. I don't get it, right? I pass it a few times. I'm like, I don't need a whole pie. So, you know, it's a berry pie, a big one. And I finally caved today and I bought it. I'm gonna show you, let me show you guys this thing. This thing is a masterpiece. Keep in mind, I'm just one guy, all right? I have to eat this whole thing somehow. Guys, look at this thing. It's masterpiece. Oh, I got this pie. It's a berry pie. And, it looks good. Yeah, Thurgo would be proud of me for sure. He would definitely be proud. I'm excited. My plan is to eat like, I don't know, a fifth of it every day for the next week as like dessert or something. Maybe after the stream, just eat a big piece of it, eat it for dinner. But the thing is, like, I would have bought a smaller one, but they don't, like, that particular pie, they don't sell smaller pieces of that one. And so I kind of got jebaited and skamazed because I really wanted like a half of a pie, but the other half pies, they weren't half pies of that particular one. And it looked like they used some, like, you know, special crust or whatever. So I was like, dude, I need that pie. And that's the reason I haven't bought it in the past few weeks. And today I was like, you know what? If they ain't gonna make a half pie, I'll eat a whole one. Psych myself up to it. Showed them what was up. They definitely skamazed me. Yo, chat, has anybody given up on dating? I feel like a lot more people giving up on dating these days. I feel like more and more people from my generation have just like stopped caring about it. Like just completely just said, screw it. If I end up single, I just don't even care at this point. Everyone is kind of on that fuck it mentality these days when it comes to dating. I noticed a theme here. There used to be like this urgency to try and find a significant other. And now people are just like, you know what? This shit is annoying. And it's way too hard. And I'm tired of it. It's just exhausting. How did dating used to be better before we had more access to people? Is this a key indicator that too much choice is a bad thing? I feel like it is. Having too much choice is a bad thing. At least when it comes to this subject. To be fair, being a streamer is not ideal to meet people. I do notice a lot of single streamers, but everyone overestimates their value. Wait, that's kind of a bar. Do you guys agree with that? Are we all just overestimating our own value? Maybe I am doing that. Maybe we're all doing that. Maybe I overestimate my own value. I need to lower my value. How are you tonight? Yo, Cobb, doing good. We're just talking about how, like, we're gonna be single forever, and that's totally fine. Because we're all overestimating our own values, so no one can actually find common ground. Everyone's reaching way too hard, and it's pretty much, you know, spiraled into eternal gloom and darkness. So we're listening to an emo playlist today. Dating apps ruined it. I think dating apps low-key are one of the catalysts of like dating being where it's at nowadays, but the majority of it is social media and like a comparison and other things. Dating apps, how I met my wife. Dude, very nice, Helix. I did go on dates before through friends of friends. My cousin met his partner at work and both got fired for it. So that's there, I guess. Yeah, dating someone at work can be a bit, depends on your work policy. Women have a lot of options now more than ever. They can pick and choose more than ever, so their standards have risen. Oh my God. That's actually true. I didn't even think about it like that. So I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you guys. I'm not over here getting DMs from anybody. Okay? I'm not even gonna pretend like I am. But I know that the average girl is getting hundreds. And if she's an above average girl, she's probably getting thousands of DMs. So the girls are the ones that have the choice. You know what I mean? And they're probably just overwhelmed. And so they're trying to just sift through all the BS ones, find a good one. And the only way you can find a good one is like, I wonder like what the girls are looking for, like when they're looking at a DM or a profile or somebody. They're probably looking, you know, for like financial stability first, maybe a little bit looks, status, or like, you know, what the guy does, family, how he dresses. I don't know how you're telling from a profile if you think you'd be interested with somebody. Bring back arranged marriages? Should we? Bro, what if we brought back the arranged marriages? That'd be easier. Anybody trying to go back to RNG? Guys, we just go with the RNG. You get what you get. Screw it. Maybe you roll some high dice. Maybe you get a good dice roll. Hell nah. Statistically, you are higher chance of getting a bad one, so probably wouldn't work. Yeah, I would say statistically, you are probably compatible with way less than 1% of people out there. So 99.9% of people you would roll, you would probably be miserable with. So it would not be worth. I'd rather be single. I actually think that there is a bit of a, how do I say this? Like, people are realizing that being in a relationship and being unhappy is not worth it. And people are like, yeah, maybe I want a family, but I don't want it that badly to the point where I got to be miserable to have it. You know what I mean? So people have raised their standards and they're like, I need the perfect person or I'm not going to do it at all. Whereas people used to just get married easier back then. I feel like they just had lower standards or they didn't have as much choice with the internet and all that and the dating apps. So now it's like a different situation. Women also had less legal rights. I don't know if that has anything to do with the current topic. It's just a coincidence, but let's not piss the ladies off in here. We're trying to have a civil conversation. Ladies, we appreciate everything you do. You guys are awesome. Ladies, dude, there's plenty of ladies that watch my chat. Guys, type a 1 if you're a girl. Don't lie. Plenty of ladies in here. See, look at that. And 2 of the people that type 1 have a pink name. That's how you know for sure. How about that? Yeah, Anna's a girl. How about that? Take that, guys. Told you. One time I got debated by a lady boy. That does happen, guys. That can happen. It's okay. I will say there are some very attractive lady boys out there nowadays, and it's hard to tell. I think that's their goal, you know? So you just got to be like, well played, you know? And then just go about your business. You got me. Nice one. You really gave me the push to get my Inferno cape after you got yours. Just got mine last night. Thank you for that push, brother. Yo, you're welcome, bro. I'm so happy you got yours, bro. Really happy to hear that. A lot of people have been saying that they've been pushing for that Inferno cape after we did the journey, and a lot of people got it kind of same time as us. That's why I feel like we were all kind of pushing for it together, you know? A lot of people joining in on that, and that's really cool. That's really cool to hear. Thank you for sharing. It was a very enjoyable journey for myself as well. A lot of ups and downs, but just all up at the end, man. Once you have the cape, it just feels so cool. It feels amazing. Great to have that feeling of accomplishment in a game. RuneScape really knocks it out of the park with that. I imagine that my lifestyle would drastically change a bit. Like I'd have to back off of streaming a bit to accommodate having a girlfriend, and that's what Savix is doing. It's very easy to tell that that's kind of like what Savix is going through right now. He's streaming less, doesn't come to game night with me. Had to quit RuneScape because it was too much of a grind. It's just tough, you know? And you could very clearly tell that that's not what's happening to Showback, because he's playing every single MMO on Earth ever invented. He's got all the time in the world. Is Showback okay? Yeah, I think he's all right. I mean, about as okay as anybody can be after getting harassed night and day by thousands of people online for being caught up in a classic WoW loot drama scenario, which was primarily, in my opinion, the raid leader's fault. I think it's slowly going away. Only 12 more. I have a feeling that the believers might be getting paid here soon, because I'm about to get a Zenite. We're over 900 now. So now we are no longer on rate. We are above rate here. We are due another Zenite. It's a 1 in 300 drop. However, we did use a lot of our luck on the heavy ballista. So hopefully that doesn't factor into taking our luck away on the Zenites. Yeah, does your Zenite luck get taken away if you get different loot? It never changes anything. So it's just a superstition. Last DG right here.
Slayer task completed.
Done. Done, boys.